Today you're going to add some of the government section to your site. So the specific things that you're going to add are the type of government, the leaders' titles, the leaders' names, the leaders' pictures, a short biography of each leader, and then a description of how the leaders came to power. You've got to do this for both countries. That's why it says leaders. The text over here explains what we're looking for. The type of government is that basically is determined by how the leaders came to power. If they're elected, if they took over in a military coup, something like that, that would define the type of government. And then you're going to say whether the government's limited or unlimited. And for some examples, I have a little button you can click here. It takes you to a site with a bunch of examples of different types of government. Now, is the leader's title, is he a dictator? Is he a president, prime minister? He could be any number of things. This title will be decided by the type of government. So an unlimited government very often doesn't have a president. They have something else. Then, of course, you have to come up with a unique name for your leader. A picture. You could find a picture of, a random picture. You can make one yourself. There's various ways to do that. You want to then do a biography. So when was this person born? Where were they born? What did they do in their life before that they were a leader? What were they as people before they came to power? And then the last part is a description of how this person came to power. Were they elected? Did they overthrow the government? Was it something else that happened? If they're a monarch, maybe they were just born and their dad died and then they became the king or whatever. So this is what you're going to add to your site. Now, where you're going to do that is on your site. When you open it up, we've already formatted it and everything, but we're going to go over here to this little menu where it says good and bad. If I hover over it, these are the parts of the site. We're going to add some stuff to this later, but we're going to click over here on government. And then governments should show up. You can change this to say governments of and your country name, whatever you'd like to do, but you're going to add content here. And you need to watch the other videos to see how you add that content correctly so that it looks nice. So I'm not going to go over that, but this is where you're going to add the content. And the more you add, the bigger this page gets. Right now, it doesn't scroll because there's nothing on it. But when I add more stuff, more space appears at the bottom and it lets me add whatever I need. So we're going to add government stuff today, and we're going to finish adding some government stuff tomorrow. And then tomorrow, we're also going to add some content to the name and the flag. We're going to add the images of the flags that you drew. And if you know how to do that, you can get a head start and get that done early, but that'll be also part of tomorrow's work. But today's work, the main thing is to get your site formatted, published, all of those things that are on the other video, familiarize yourself with how it works, and then follow these steps, put these things on the government section of your site. And then once you add all your stuff, it's a good idea to be in practice of just clicking publish and then viewing the published site to make sure it looks nice and then make adjustments accordingly. That's always good practice. That way you always have a live, good site that works.